Aye, yo, aye. I showed them love and they showed man hate. These days that is expected. Outside with a bad one, she told me that I'm bougie, said I'm selective. I'm in the streets and I got some rivals, so man stepping protected. Come from the hood where I ain't had dough, get in my bag and spend it.
You know where we are, guys. It's London. This is the city that never sleeps. How can you fail to get inspired by a city that has so many iconic buildings? Like the Shard over there. Just for reference, it cost almost £1 billion to build the Shard. Sometimes exposure is actually what you need when you want to get to your next level. Being surrounded by such an environment actually pushes you towards becoming a better entrepreneur. So if you want to get inspired, take a trip to London. Sometimes it doesn't even need to be London. You can take a trip to Barcelona. You can take a trip to your closest business district. Just put yourself around where money is consistently transferred. You'll be looking at buildings like this and you'll see money is transferred from that building to that building to this building to this building. So if there's anything you need to learn, especially when it comes to this, is that you cannot skip the principle of exposure when it comes to business. You need to put yourself in an environment. Just like they always say, if you have 4 broke friends, you failed to count, there's 5 of you. Why? Because you've exposed yourself to a bunch of people that are not going to push you to your next level. Today we're roasting plant coffee. Now, I always used to come to roasting plant coffee when I was in foundation. My foundation year, I was just a few blocks away and me and my friends would always come here just to get our minds away from class, especially because it took so long. You see, the thing is, when you're in foundation is way different from university. University, you can miss class and your teachers won't come for you. But in foundation, they'll actually have it on record that you've missed class. So we just used to get a bit of time off before going back to school, before our teachers started following us around. Now, for those of you that have actually been following the journey on Instagram, you will know that I'm actually building a company here in London, and that's why I'm actually stationed here. Now, a lot of people have asked me why London. London is the tourist capital of the world and the business central hub of the entire planet. The reason I'm here is simply to build something big, because I know that if there's anywhere that I can build a multi-million-dollar company and possibly even exit it, it's London that I can do that fantastically. So I'll be here recording the videos and just documenting the entire process just to inspire some of you guys that also want to start companies in your own right, because anything is possible, guys. In this day and this age, if you have been blessed by God to be alive, it is more than possible for you to build a multi-billion-dollar company from whatever region you are in the world. Now, you don't have to be in London like me, but you just have to have the grit to actually work and inspire yourself, encourage yourself through these videos and take action. Because at the end of the day, you can watch all of these videos about me building my company or somebody else. YouTube is full of people documenting their journeys, but if you don't do anything about it, then you never build something of your own. So the whole purpose of these videos is just to show you what goes on behind building a company. Because I always think about Elon Musk, I always think about Jeff Bezos. That imagine how it would have been if they had just pressed record in all the board meetings that they were in, when they were traveling, when they were having all these critical meetings that decide the direction and the trajectory of their companies. If they had just recorded that, people like us that were coming after them would have had at least an idea of what it takes to build a multi-million-dollar, multi-billion-dollar corporation. So that's the purpose of these videos. So with that being said, we're at Roasting Plant Cafe, London Bridge. It's an amazing restaurant. If you guys want to come and check it out, please do go ahead. I'm not sponsored to say this. It's just one of my favorite spots. And we've got a lot planned out for the day. We've got a couple meetings and then we've got my graduation. So today's the day I finally get my degree after years of waiting. But regardless, God's timing is the best. So you'll get to see what this day will be about, even as we go. So yeah, let's get out of here. Now, one of my favorite parts about traveling through London is the speed at which you can get to places. On an Uber, it said that we could only get to our destination in 1 hour 30 minutes, but if we use the train, we'll be there in 30. So I'm essentially saving an hour of our time just by using the underground. So speed is also a big part of being in this city. It can actually help you incredibly, especially if you have some place to go and you need to be there in an hour and a half. So
I'm just not anybody. I done made a name, I'm Super Z. Come show me you gon' ride.
Alright, so right now we're actually on our way to go and pick up my mom. Of course, I can't say thank you enough to my parents for believing in me and sending me, of course, to school. She actually arrived yesterday, so I thought it would be great if I pick up myself and take her to the graduation. At first I thought, okay, maybe I could just send a chauffeur to go and pick her up and bring her to the location, but you know, it's not as special if I just send someone else to do it. I have to do it myself. So I'm going right now. We're actually on our way, as you can see, to pick her up. So we're actually passing by the university right now. How ironic that we're actually here. So yeah, it's gonna be like a full circle moment in just a bit. You know, we've come so far. I remember just like from the time we started, the first day I actually walked into the campus, my first lecturer said to me, you actually need to be very serious because you're gonna be here a long time. Boy, was he right. If you're too early to the party, before it even starts, then the party is not fun because the party hasn't begun yet. So yeah, we're just gonna do that. I'll pick up my mom. Once we get my mom, we'll come back here and yeah, the party will get started. They always say successful people, children of God, are never late. They're just delayed. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Chitter.
What's the update?
We had some issues with the previous stock bags, so we're just doing some modifications on the bags now, and soon production will begin.
So that was one of our premium assistants. Her name is Florence. She, of course, helps us in the UK. For those of you that don't know what we're doing, we're planning on building the largest pet care brand, pet consumer brand in the UK. When you're trying to sell a business, it's easier to sell a business that has a subscription, something that's subscription based. So if we've got some products like, for example, we're in the pet niche, we're in the pet industry, it would add more weight, it would add more gravitas to what we're doing if we have some subscription products, because that's guaranteed income. So if you're trying to sell that to private equity, you're trying to sell that to an investor, they'll see that more as attractive because it's got recurring revenue. So what we're trying to do is, of course, streamline some certain products, get some certain products on board. So far we've got dog wipes, we've got shampoo, we've got dog bags as well. Already a percentage of our profits goes directly towards clearing plastic from water bodies like the River Thames, for example. So I'm really looking to make this into a multi-million-dollar corporation, ethically, of course. We are going to be traveling to see some of our manufacturers in China over the coming weeks. Probably in about 2 to 3 weeks, we'll go to China. And of course, I'll carry you guys along just so you can see the manufacturing process behind everything, how we start, how we negotiate with some of these manufacturers, how we build relationships with them, just so that some of you who are actually building companies yourself, and some of you who seek to go to China to do business, or some of you that seek to start a business even in the UK, can just follow through and replicate in your own individual way. So right now we're almost at my mom's hotel, so I'll see you in a bit. You guys look amazing.
You
Good
too.
to see you.
You too.
Good to see you. Wait, am I late?
Cake.
Has it already happened?
No, not yet.
Oh, you guys are having flowers. I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's already happened.
Imagine. No.
Ah, thank you so much, Caitlin.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Did it get
This is wonderful. This.
And this.
Wonderful.
Look at that. And it's green. I know.
Congrats. Of course. Bro, congrats. You guys look like you've already graduated already.
We are.
Tell the camera something.
My name is Yahya Mohammed Salim. Please visit Unze London, Ilford.
Give it a shout out.
Shout out Unze London, a very small family business. Please
What's the website?
support us, www.unze.co.uk.
50% sale.
50% sale. Nah,
just saying.
good to see you guys. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Congrats, man.
Bro, this
is that the one?
this is awesome.
That's the petrol pump.
This is wonderful.
Yeah, get
Do you have a website?
I have it.
get off at the traffic.
Okay, she has an Instagram. What is the shout out?
Caitlin Bakes.
Listen, I want you to go over to Caitlin Bakes, and if you're following it, unfollow it. Make sure you. I'm joking, guys.
Yeah, make sure.
Make sure you follow.
Like,
Make sure you
comment,
follow it. Like, comment, follow. This is my mom, my wonderful mom. As you can see, I just made sure that she gets the cake because we need it for safekeeping. Just show the camera how wonderful this cake is one more time. This is brilliant. It says, congratulations, Grace Man. Now, of course, you know I am the Grace Man because God has blessed me with so much grace. That's why I'm graduating in such grand style. So I'm gonna go over and get my gown, of course. I didn't buy the gown. I made sure I rented it because I was gonna be like, where are we gonna use the gown after this.
Mama tell me say I dey go far. She pray every night make I go far. Mama tell me say I dey go far. Mama tell me say I dey go far. Mama tell me say I dey go far. Pray every night make I go far. Mama tell me say I dey go far. Mama tell me say I dey go far.
You know, small clips, big graduation.
Chetekela Kalaba.
Now the world can see just how far you they carry me. Vision started from the custard tree, and I'm out of praying on it. She said, Our Father, there's no other. Send a prophet so we can prosper.
All right, so that marks the end of the graduation and roughly 3 to be specific years of hard work. Of course, if you want to do something incredible, you have to set your mind to it and you can eventually accomplish it. It's taken a long way to get here, like I said at the beginning of the video, but eventually here we are, and of course surrounded by so many of my friends, so many of my family, my loved ones, just to help me celebrate this momentous occasion. You will not believe if I was to tell you how many hurdles it took for me to get here. From coming to the UK with no place to sleep, having absolutely no accommodation, and having to bank on one of my friends that I was previously with in school in Africa, all the way to having my own place now, doing my own thing, and finally receiving a graduation certificate. So it feels like a full circle moment, 100%. And that's just to say, for a lot of you guys that are watching me, if you put your mind to do something, you can eventually do it. You can eventually achieve it. If you can indeed think it, if you can indeed visualize it, and put your plans in God's hands, it will come to pass. And today was a huge indication that that is actually indeed possible. So with that being said, chase your dreams, and I'll see you in the next one.
Amen, amen. Started from a prayer in a custard tree.